So I just wanted to talk to everybody about CBD oil and how it's changed my life. I have an 18-year-old who has spastic paraplegia, ataxia, muscle dystrophy, scoliosis, and a little bit of MS. And then I have a few other kids, and then I have 3-year-old twins that were diagnosed severely autistic. They were nonverbal. Anyhow. With my 18-year-old, it was quite the struggle when she was younger. There wasn't a ton of medical resources that they are now, even though we went to the children's hospital like all the time for the things that she needed. It's just, fast forward 15 years when I had the twins, the world has evolved and life has evolved and medicine has evolved. So she takes it for her restless leg syndrome and her muscle issues. The twins take it for their autism, and any parent that has children who are autistic and or special needs know it is like slamming your head against a brick wall some days. Like, there were days that I would lay on the ground, crawled in a ball, bawling with them, like just crying so hard because I didn't know how to help them. Like, they're banging their heads, they're hitting themselves, they're hitting me, they're trying to scratch their eyes out, they're screaming, they're crying, and it gets to the point where patience isn't even an option anymore. Like, your heart just breaks. Like, you just want your babies to feel better. And so for a minute I did a ton of research and talked to a bunch of my friends, and with Chloe we actually found something other than CBD that helps her, but Hannah had a really bad reaction to it, so we can't obviously do that. So I reached out to other people that I know, and we did CBD oil, and it has been amazing for the girls. There's no more behavior issues. They don't try to claw my eyes out, they don't hit me, they don't yell, they don't scream, they're not throwing themselves everywhere, they're not pulling out their own hair, they're not pulling out my hair, they don't have any food issues, they're not it's just a ton of things. They're talking, they're verbal, they're not only speaking, but they're speaking clearly, they're requesting things. I want this, or sometimes they'll talk in first person. Hannah wants snacks, or Chloe just said, I want Paw Patrol, which she has Paw Patrol fruit snacks now. So that's her just kind of hanging out in the back there. But yeah, it's been a godsend. I sleepless nights, like sometimes melatonin would work, sometimes melatonin wouldn't work. It was just a battle, and I knew at some point I would win the war, but I lost so many battles. You don't want to wear clothes? Fine. You don't want to put shoes on? Fine. You hate socks? Okay. You don't, want to eat this because you don't like the way it feels in your mouth? Fine. For the longest time, they wouldn't even touch a spoon or a spork. They were petrified and so scared of anything going near their face. No hats, no spoons, no forks, no open cups, nothing. I don't know if some of you saw the video last week where Chloe drank out of an open cup. Like, they couldn't drink from straws. They didn't know how to suck. So they're doing that now. It's just a ton of things. They sleep through the night. They go to bed about 7 o'clock. They sleep through until about 7:30 in the morning. If they do get up, it's around 4 or 5, and they just crawl into my bed and go right back to sleep. It's not this screaming tantrum in the middle of the night. I can't even boast or brag or explain enough how much it has changed my life. The girls are happy. They're calm. They're just, everything is crisper in their life. And I 100% believe it's the CBD oil. Like, I am completely super passionate about it after seeing what it can do with my children, let alone with me. Like, I have really bad anxiety to the point where it almost got to agoraphobia. Like, I was not afraid to leave my house, but when I did leave my house, like, it was hard. And I think a lot of that is because in the back of my head, I knew if the twins were with me, if we go to the store, they're going to have a crazy fit inside the store, and then I'm gonna get these crazy looks. And not that I give two shits about what people think about me, because I don't. It's just that, like, oh God, here we go again. Or if I went to the store without them, then it's like, okay, well, what are they doing at home? Are they hurting themselves when I'm not there to help? Like, it was just, my anxiety was through the fucking roof. So I don't have anxiety really anymore. Depression, no more back pain, no more issues at all. I used to have really bad pelvic pain. That's gone. No migraines, no headaches. I think a lot of it is the CBD oil, but a lot of it is probably because the twins are taking the CBD oil and they're not showing, they're not having these issues to where it's not creating my anxiety level to go sky high. Like, oh shit, fuck, they're gonna have a tantrum. Okay, let's get everything prepared. Let's pad the walls and get the juices ready. And, you know, like, autism is no joke. Like, there are days where it's wonderful, but there were days that I could have, like, ran away and never came back. And I know it sucks to say, but I'm 99% of children that have autism, their parents have thought that at one point or in time or another. So anyhow, I just wanted to explain my you know, little journey with CBD and how much it's been amazing. Chloe doesn't even go to the autistic school anymore the next time. We have an IEP for Hannah, which is going to be in a couple of months. Her teachers have already said she's probably going to test out as well, which is amazing. It's amazing to me what this has done for my girls. And I wouldn't be, you know, talking about it all the time, and I wouldn't be, you know, telling everybody about it if I truly 100% didn't believe it. Anybody that knows me knows I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like, I would do anything for anybody. I would give, you know, a stranger next door the shirt off my back. It's just how I am. I just want to help people, and I see how much it helps the twins, and I would give anything to save the world. There are so many things that CBD oil can help with. My personal experience with it obviously is autism, and for them to within months go from, they're like different kids. I can't even, they're like typical kids now. Like, they play, they have an imagination, they play with each other, they play with other kids, they talk, they request food, they, you know, tell me when they're hungry. Like, it blows my mind. But that was all. I mean, I just feel like a lot of people, you know, don't really know my story and why I boast about it so much. But there it is. There's my story. And if you know anybody that the video can benefit, feel free to share it. Like, I just want everybody in the world to be, you know, healthy. And it's time to save the world.